Hello and welcome. My name is Gara. I'm a fourth year chemical engineering student at the University of West Scotland. So the idea I'm going to talk about today is called bloom. So as we're all aware, the world is now facing impacts of global warming. With the planet's temperature rising each year, farmers across the world are facing a real threat to their crops, which in turn impacts the supply of food worldwide. Higher temperatures damage growth, reduce nutrients, and in some cases kill the plant. In the next 40 years, humans need to produce as much food as they did in the last 10,000 years. So the solution is keeping crops cool in extreme weather, maintaining humidity, stopping plants from burning from sun exposure, and a structure that can adapt depending on the weather. To be a viable solution, the product must be cost effective and sustainable. So the basis of the product is that during the heat waves, the heat from the sun warms a low density fluid inside a glass chamber. Fluid starts to expand, causing the arms to inflate, and the structure extends fully, providing shade to the plants below. So this is just a diagram to show the scale of the structure. This is it closed, so it's below the activation temperature. And then this is it opened once the activation temperature has been reached. So due to the product still being in an initial idea phase, it's not known what exact method of expansion is going to be used. So far I've found several different ways in order for the expansion of the arms to happen. So one way is using a special type of plastic that basically can deform under certain temperatures, causing it to bend, and then when it cools down it forms back into its original position. Another way is using thermochronic paint, so especially with paint at certain temperatures changes, so this could be used at cooler temperatures. White paint is used so it reflects the sun, and in higher temperatures black paint is used so it absorbs more heat, which in turn can inflate the structure. Another method is using reversible reactions, so this is when liquids could be used, and then at certain temperatures they react to form a gas, which will increase the volume and expansion of the structure. Another way is using livestock manure, so you put it into a solution, put it inside the glass chamber, and when it heats, the methane from the manure expands. So these could all be used individually, or there's a system that I made that can cover it all, but I don't have enough time to fully explain the system. These are just different types of arms that you can use in a folding process, and other ones are kind of spiral. So why bloom? Well, it's the most cost and material effective solution out there. It can be used in remote places with no electricity supply. Structure naturally opens from thermal expansion, so there's no need for any external power or mechanical parts. Structure is made using simply 3 parts. The large area between the poles allows for fresh air to easily pass through, and also like tractors and machinery. And as the sun moves, the shadow moves, meaning the crops get a good balance of sun and shade. This is an added-on feature to use the pole, where the pole is basically hollowed out, sponges or absorbent materials installed, and the water is basically sucked up from, in the case of any flooding or heavy rainfall, which may damage the crops. I'd just like to finish on a quote from the former First Lady of the United States, Lady Bird Johnson, "Where flowers bloom, so does hope." Thank you.